Hello everybody, welcome to your new session. Today we are going to discuss about Selenium script execution on cloud. So why cloud? Cloud gives you instant access to our Selenium grid of 200 plus real devices and desktop browsers. So imagine if you want to set up any Selenium grid in your local machine or any VM machines, you can maximum execute three browsers basically in parallel. After that, what will happen? Scripts will keep on crashing, like browser will keep on crashing. Okay, to come out to overcome that disadvantages, we can execute our script on cloud. We are talking about cloud on basically browser stacks and source lab. There are multiple other cloud platforms are there where you can execute your scripts on cloud, but these are the two browser stacks and source labs are two very famous and more reliable, I can say, where you can see the recording of your script, your screenshots of your scripts, how the execution happened. If it is fail, it will give you all the details, like everything and all. You just log in and go and do it. Now, what is the advantage of executing on cloud? Basically, the advantage is basically cross browser testing with different browsers on different operating system, native app testing on mobile, hybrid application testing, automate web and mobile application. Okay, so we have these advantages are there. Now let's go to the uh, browser stacks, basically browserstacks.com, and we have four options. Basically, you can see it: live, automate, app live, app automate. When I say live, I mean to say that you can manually do the testing by selecting the browsers. Okay, so you have all the browsers available where you want to do your testing. Automate is like Selenium testing. You want to do a Selenium execution, so you can select the browsers window versions, like suppose window 10, chrome 72. Okay, or window 10, firefox 68. Like that, you have the options. App live, again, native app application, you can test it manually there. Just you need to push the apk or whatever the ios mobile um, jdks are there, you can post it there basically. And you can do the manual testing also on the different versions of the operating system in ios and in android both. Then app automation, you can execute your browser script or native app script basically using appium, or if it is a browser, then you can use selenium and directly execute your script on there. So in your local, you have only one version of chromes, you can do it testing, or you, as max, you can create multiple grid where each VM will have one browsers of, like it can have multiple browsers, but version will be only one. Here the advantage, you have multiple versions. Okay, so example, if you go here and just you can create a free trial where you have around 100 minutes of free trial is available for the browser stacks, and you can do whatever if you want to do it. Okay, now with respect to script, basically what you need, there's a slight changes you require. If you have ever used Selenium Grid, just then it's very easy for you, you don't have to do much. When you just log in into the browser stack, you create a free trial versions, you will get this screen basically. And if you go to here and you can see your all the settings, you'll get the details of your account. What is the account detail? You need the access key basically. This is the key is required to do your testing. You see, this is the access key is required. Okay, apart from that, you don't need any other things. Only the access key is enough to execute on the cloud. Now let's go to the dashboard. Okay, this is a dashboard basically. So I have executed my script here. So I have not given any title to my board, but you can see one I have executed on window 10, chrome 62. Okay, then another I have executed android 10, google pixel, the device name basically. Okay, then another I have executed on ios 8 plus version 11.0. Okay, now if you want to see what has happened basically after execution, how the things are happening there, you can see the recordings will be present. Whatever things I have done, like starting browser, open the URL, I search for the element, send a key, then submit the form, then get the title, and then stop the session, like I close the browser. Now if I do click on that, how the execution happen on the window, you can see it. Everything will be shown and it will be done. Now with respect to change in the script, what you do need to change in the script is very simple. Wherever you have written a browsers related things, like if it is a Chrome or it is a Firefox or it is a I, you need to give this username, key and URL. Sorry. Okay, username I have shown you here. If you log into the here, you can see the usernames I showed you under the setting. So username is the username which I have created, so that is the username they'll give me. Where is the username? Yeah, here is the username and the key. Okay, now in the script you just have to give username, automated key, that key, and the URL. As you know, the URL will be like username plus automated key at the rate hubcloud.browserstack.com wd/hub. As you remember, when you start Selenium Grid, you have to give this URL with a localhost 8080 or 90. Same it is. Now with respect to desired capability, you need to change according to your executions. Suppose you want to execute on Android, Google Pixel 3 is a real mobile, you will say yes, true. Or simulator, if you want to give, you can give the simulators also. You want to check how the behavior is happening on the simulators, you can check it. Version, which version of the Android 10, and the sample test, the name, which name you want to give it on the browser stack, basically. That is a capability. Okay. Now I'm just hitting a opening a browser, which is a Chrome browser I'm opening. Okay, then hitting the google.com, then searching for the queue element, send key. I'm sending a send key, which is a browser stack. Okay, and then the submit button, and then getting the title and printing the title and then quitting it. Okay, similar to that, if you go into Chrome browser version 62, where which is OS Windows. What is the version of Windows is 10. What is the resolution, which resolution you want to execute it nowadays. Resolution is very important, like because nowadays applications are getting developed which is getting adjusted to the resolutions automatically. Okay, so this is a resolution I have given and the sample of that, and same test I'm doing, just going to Google, searching for a text which is browser stack, submitting that, getting the text basically like title, and then quitting the browser. Similar to the iPhone also, just you see username, automated key and URL is there. Apart from that, nothing is there. Just give this and the URL. As you can see, the URL we are passing it is the same, remote web driver. You have to create an object of a remote web driver as you do in a Selenium grid. Okay. Similar to that, you have to create an object of a remote web driver, and you have to pass the URL and the capability. Okay. Now, if you want to see where the test is executed, let me change the name. Simple test one I'll give and execute it. Okay. This test will get executed into. Come on. What happened? It's building it. Okay. Yeah. Executing it. So this will get executed. After a few minutes, I can go and check it there, like where how it is getting executed on the cloud. Basically, I can go and check it. So script is executing. It will show here on the console how is happening. Everything it will show it, and when it is done, we can go to the dashboard how the executions are happening. So this is basically happening on the cloud. Now, what happened? Suppose you have like some firewall issues and all, and you cannot execute on cloud. You can set up this browser stack in your local machine also, on VMs also, like the similar to that. Now the execution happen, I can go to the dashboard, basically automate, basically because I'm doing the automate. As you remember, live automate, live app, and then automate app is there. Now I can see there is 4 executions, and the latest will be the name one I have given here, and I can see how it has got executed. Okay, thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel.